It's Joanna Vargas from Joanna Vargas Skincare. I am so excited for today's live because we are debuting something brand new to the collection. It's going to be about the Magic Glow Wand, which I am so pumped about. I'm going to just type in, we're going to be joined today by my head esthetician from New York, Sarah. And while we're waiting, hey Elena, while we're waiting for her to join us, oh, here she comes. Hi!
Hi!
Oh my God, I miss you so much.
I miss you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just
Awesome.
typing in your Instagram, which means that I have to spell your name, which is always like a thing.
I know that
Oh, I did
last
it.
name.
I did it, which is so
Yay!
exciting. Now I just have to put my own. There we go. And now I'm gonna pin it, and then we can start. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm really slow at this stuff.
I know it's a pain, but it's worth it.
Phew. Okay, so here we are.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see your cute
I
little
know. Me
face.
too.
How are you doing?
Good. Pretty good. How you doing?
Same. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping upbeat, you know?
Yeah, same.
I'm really excited for this little session today that we're going to have. So for
Mm.
anybody who's just joined us, Sarah is the head esthetician in my New York salon. Sarah and I have worked together for how many years?
Almost 8 years.
Yeah, almost 8 years. So that's
Crazy.
crazy and amazing and fun. So Sarah is, I always tell her this, that like I love the way that she thinks. She always, whenever she is asked a question, she always answers it the way I would, or she always has the instinct that I would have to handle any situation. And I really trust her with all my clients and with good skincare advice. She started out as a medical esthetician. So she has a lot of extensive knowledge in the field of medical aesthetics, which I think is really, very modern and timely. I think that aesthetics is going more and more, with that pairing of aesthetics plus minimally invasive technologies as time goes on. That's how my career has changed in over the last 20 years. And I think you would agree, no, that it's become just bigger and bigger.
Totally. And I think that now we have treatments where you can see results, but you don't have to have that downtime that's like, oh, I'm going to strip your entire face off
Yeah,
and look scary and not go out in public. So now you have the lasers that offer those results, and it's so cool and so great because you can do mixed natural and organic treatments and such with lasers and very effective treatments. Both are
yeah,
effective, but in their own right.
yeah, absolutely. So today we're both really excited because we have something new to talk about. Dun, dun, dun. So, I've been working on this device for years, and I'm just happy that it got here in light of all of the, worldwide conditions that we're all living with right now. But I'm really excited to debut it. So, in case you haven't heard, I have a new at-home device that we're going to be talking about today, and it's called the Magic Glow Wand.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's pretty awesome.
Did you play with it this weekend?
I'm obsessed with it. I kept using it and I was like, I used it twice today, so put it away. It had enough play for today. Put it away. It's amazing. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. And it's really good, like you said, at home because we're faced with like doing treatments. We still want things to be effective. So now we're in our house. It's like, what can we add to it? And this is the perfect tool. It's the
Yeah.
adjunct to everything we already have.
Yeah, and I think for us as estheticians, we want to offer, you know, a routine that's really doable for at home,
Mhm.
something that's not going to like stress you out to try to do or
Totally.
keep up with, and something that's going to enhance your beauty routine so that when you do come in for facials, hi, Dr. Resco. So when you do come in for facials, you know, your skin can be taken to the next level. You
Hmm.
know, I think what we try to do with our clients in the salon is really like offer a good routine so that we're building upon every facial that we do and every
Hmm.
treatment that we do in the salon. So at home, you know, you feel like you're moving from where you started to whatever your goal is with your skin.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So the Magic Glow Wand was inspired by my love of lymphatic drainage as a hands-on treatment. Um, if you know, you don't have a pump for your lymphatic system, so it relies on diet, exercise, and physical manipulation in order for it to work.
Hmm.
Um, and the lymphatic system is responsible for carrying away waste and bringing fresh nutrients to the skin.
Hmm.
And so we do a lot of different massages in the salon during our facials that you know, that are specifically for the lymphatic system and specifically for stimulating collagen production, toning the skin,
Hmm.
oxygenating the face.
Bringing down puffiness around certain areas of the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in the salon, Sarah, let's start. So this, the Magic Glow Wand, just so you guys know, has 4 settings, and we're going to go through
Hmm.
each setting and kind of explain what they're for and what they do. So setting number 1 is a heat setting.
Hmm.
It gets quite hot,
Yeah, it does.
so I would want you guys to do it over a clay mask, or you know, my exfoliating mask would be good
Hmm.
because it's got clay, it's got pineapple enzymes and lactic acid. So when do we use heat in the salon during a facial? Let's start with
So
that.
the primary time we use it is underneath the steam. And we're
Yeah.
really trying to activate the product we're putting on the skin. We really want to unglue the skin for our purposes of extractions, which you won't be doing at home. Please don't do it. Don't think you have the
No.
tool and just start extracting. But, you know, yeah, I'm worried. You know, people go a little crazy. Oh, they said extracting. But we primarily use heat to open the pores, to penetrate the product, and really put the exfoliating mask into the skin, and it works really nicely without being too aggressive. So, you know, a great, should I go into what I did with it?
Well, let's explain that a little bit more. So, like, heat in the facial is when you get steamed.
Hmm.
And we almost always, when we're steaming the face, have the exfoliating mask on the skin. I
Hmm.
don't think there's any other products that we would really use. We do massage during that time as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. So
Yeah.
the first thing, that when the steamer first arrives on your face, you've got the exfoliating mask on.
Hmm.
So when you do setting number 1, um, you're going to have your Joanna Vargas exfoliating mask on, or a clay mask, something that has some thickness to it because it does
Yeah.
get quite hot. And let's explain the concept of in the facial. So we're going to stick with the salon treatment first, and then we'll talk about the Magic Glow Wand. Talk about the ungluing for a minute. Like, if we didn't steam the face, you know, would you be able to do extractions? Like, what is that?
No, so
I don't think people realize.
yeah, so basically, like the reason we're opening the pores, the reason we're steaming the face to unglue the skin, so to speak, to have that enzymatic effect, is to start to open everything gently so that we can actually extract your face and get everything out of your face, especially if your face is drier or if it's sensitive. You know, there are occasional people that will come into the salon and they're like super oily, their face needs very little steam, but they still need steam. So they need some kind of activation. The heat is working as the activator for the product.
Yeah.
And then that allows me to do my job and it allows the product to work better. So
Yeah.
that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and so for the Magic Glow Wand, I really wanted to kind of mimic some of the things that we do in salon so that you could have
Mhm.
a booster at
Yeah.
home. So doing it over, did you try it over the exfoliating?
hmm
How did it feel, first of all?
It's awesome. I mean, I mix the exfoliating with a little bit of water, and I
Hmm.
noticed because I've been going crazy with retinol, like I have this section of my face that I'm putting
Me
retinol
too.
on, retinol and retinol, and
I
it
have redness from it.
I'm like, I need, it's a good thing I'm in quarantine because I'm hiding from the peely effect that's happening. So I liked the heat a lot with the exfoliating mask because it allowed like this section to have that very lightly slough off without it stripping my face. Because so many
Yeah.
times we see clients at home and they take not the exfoliating mask, but they'll take something and they just scrub when that peeliness is happening. So this is so cool because it allowed the product to unglue my skin without it
Mhm.
damaging my skin.
Yeah. So a lot of times when you have clogged pores, the mixture of the sebum and the dead skin
hmm
cells literally form glue on your
hmm
face. That's what estheticians call it. Um, it acts as a glue, like I don't know if you guys at home have ever tried to extract blackheads, but if you don't exfoliate your skin, there's no getting out blackheads sometimes, and
hmm
that's because that surface of the skin is really just like glued over the pore, and you can't pull it out. So the purpose of having exfoliating mask on your skin with enzymes and acids in there is to unglue, and then the
hmm
scrub kind of gets everything out. That's what those two
hmm
things are doing. When you put heat over that, um, you are going to keep the mask active on your skin. That's the idea behind it. And, you know, it's kind of like if you don't want to do it in the shower. I don't like it when people do exfoliating mask in the shower so much because the heat, the water is too hot for the skin.
Ah,
Um,
yeah.
so like if you're doing exfoliating at your sink, um, you don't want it to dry right away. And oftentimes clay masks can dry out very, very quickly, and you kind of need it to stay active for longer so it can really do a better job for you.
hmm
Um, so you would do the heat setting just to keep it active while it's on your skin.
Yeah. And I was thinking, Joanna, too, because we haven't seen clients in a little bit of time. This is offering the client a chance to, like you said, just keep improving their skin while they're at home. Because what makes me nervous is we're going to have this, like the seasons are changing, and let's say we see clients and it's been 2 months, then all of a sudden they have all this dead skin that's just like
Yeah,
built up on the top of their face, and it takes us 1 to 2 facials just to get that off,
yeah,
where it's like, okay, it's been a
totally.
little bit, and so this is nice in the interim just to work magic for us.
Yeah, and that's a good point. A lot of times when clients come in and they haven't had a facial in months, you know, I like honesty with clients, and I think
Me
being
too.
straightforward with them. And if somebody has dehydrated skin and also very clogged pores, there's no way you can exfoliate enough to get
hmm
everything out of their skin without damaging the surface of the skin. It's just not going to happen.
It's true.
Um, so you have to kind of do it gently, get in there as much as you can, and just be like, okay, you have to come back for another one in like 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll do it again, and then we'll get everything out.
Yeah.
But having this at home to keep the mask active is a really nice way of keeping keeping the stimulation going in the mask that you're using,
hmm
um, and getting more of a bang for your buck, so to speak, a
Yeah,
more
exactly.
result for the 5 minutes or 10 minutes you have that mask on your face. Um,
Exactly.
so let's talk about. Um, let's see. Somebody's asking. Well, we're getting a lot of questions. Is the glow wand only for house use, or can an esthetician use it in our cabin? I mean, you can use it. people ask me this all the time. Estheticians, I think, can use them. I think you would like it if it's in combination with other things, because there are
Mhm.
other programs in it that I think would be really nice during a facial. Um, but anyways, let's bring it back to facials again. So what's our next step after we exfoliate and we have the steam on the face?
So then we focus on massage,
Mm-hmm.
and we focus on, especially, well, it depends what the client's needs are, but like we're working on the lymphatic part. We start to work on the lymphatic part. And I always think, like, right now, Joanna, like I noticed on my own face, we talked about this a little bit, but like I see people, I see my own face, and I'm like, my face is puffier than normal.
Yeah.
And okay, maybe I'm eating foods because I'm home, whatever, but the truth is we're also not moving as much.
That's what it
So
is for me, because I'm eating
totally.
pretty good and I wake up in the morning and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah. So I
Just keep on talking. No problem.
so the next part in the facial that sometimes we leave the mask on as we're really working on the lymphatic system. And like you said, there's no pump.
Yeah.
So this translates for us from a facial to this wand. It translates really nicely because it's helping to wake up that lymphatic system and get it moving, because it
Yeah.
can be so sluggish, and especially if you're not moving, you got some lymph that needs to be moved out.
Yeah. So the massage, so setting number two now, we're talking
Mhm.
about setting number two is heat plus massage.
Massage.
So this would be mimicking the massage step in the facial at the office.
Hmm.
Um, Sarah just said that in the office we focus on lymphatic drainage, massage, but also collagen stimulation
Hmm.
is a part of it. Just increasing circulation, getting some life back in the face. If you've ever had a facial, sometimes we
Yeah.
do a vigorous massage at the end
Yeah.
just to get the blood pumping in the face as well. Um, in the Magic Glow Wand, we're mimicking a similar type of lymphatic drainage massage for the purpose of just invigorating the tissue, stimulating it, maybe getting a glow going on in your face. But it
Hmm.
would be still, again, while you had your exfoliant on your face or your clay mask. And
Hmm.
it's just sort of like the ease of having both of those steps at the same time that I like.
Yeah,
Because
me
again,
too.
not everybody has 20 minutes to spend giving themselves like a whole Cleopatra moment.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like if you have kids and you're busy and you're working or whatever it is that people are
Yeah,
doing at home, you
yeah.
need time is important.
Yeah, and I think just like the simple facial stimulation of a massage, a lot of times people ask me about gua sha or about like the jade rollers and things like that. They're all fine. I think it's whatever works best for you. I personally don't like the back and forth of a jade roller
Uh,
because lymphatic drainage is all supposed to go in one
yeah,
direction.
yeah.
So, like when you're using the Magic Glow Wand, um, I'm going to talk about how to use it, but you want to you want to start in the middle of the face and go out and down. Middle of the face, go out and down. And you keep on doing that. And this is massaging you. It's got a similar sort of pulsating vibration
Hmm.
that's very similar to how the lymphatic system actually moves.
And I noticed, like, after using the heat setting with the little bit of vibration, my face, even though it was nighttime, was much more awake.
Hmm.
So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why didn't I do this during the day? Because here it is nighttime. I'm like, great, I look better going to bed. Like, but that little bit of vibration that's in the heat setting, it really helps, like you said, the tissue just to look. It helps the tissue to stay healthy and the face to look more awake, even though it's heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's invigorating feeling. It's
Hmm.
gentle though. So the pulse is supposed to be gentle because it's meant for anybody from sensitive skin to mature, dry, anything. And really anybody can benefit from massage in the face because it's just going to, like Sarah said, wake up the face and make you feel invigorated. And all of that is all good if it, you know, a lot of times people complain about dull skin,
Mm-hmm.
and a great little massage on the face will chase that away really quickly, right?
Yeah, it's so true.
So, so now program number three. Program number three is actually really unique. I'm really excited about it. It goes cold. It's a cold setting.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah, we do cryotherapy at the salon. What do we do it for, and what have you noticed by doing cryotherapy in a facial?
Oof, I love cryotherapy.
Me too.
I mean, from the minute we introduced it, I'm like, can I get this every day? So it's just automatically, it helps the face to look more awake. It
Mhm.
makes the face appear less puffy if you're someone who holds puffiness. It takes down the cryotherapy in the facial, takes down the inflammation post
Yeah,
extracting. It
yeah.
takes out the redness. Like, I know when someone extracts my face, I have that red undertone. And
Hmm.
I am that person, like I tell the girls when they're practicing on me in the salon, I'm like, please don't be scared. But
Yeah,
the cryo, it's like immediately that's gone. The
yeah.
redness is, it just like dissipates with the cryo. The cryotherapy is amazing. And it
It,
helps, it kind of contours the face because of the cold.
yeah, yeah.
So I love it for that.
Yeah, it contours, it brings down redness, it cools inflammation, it
Hmm.
depuffs. All of those things are why we use cryotherapy in a facial. In fact, we use cryotherapy in two or three different treatments at the salon, right?
Yeah. We use it
Yes.
post needling and
Yeah.
post clear, no, we use it supernova, obviously. Sometimes we might introduce it with the extracting.
Yeah.
And we have been doing that. And then we use it post needle, yeah, micro needling.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it post microneedle and radio
Clear and brilliant.
frequency and clear and brilliant. It is so soothing. It's so calming. It's kind of amazing right away.
Yeah.
Um, Someone asked, so heat, massage, and cold. So it's like heat plus massage, cold plus
Cold plus.
massage. So four settings. But right now we're talking about the cold setting. So the cold setting for the Magic Glow Wand, um, you could do it on a naked face. You could do it over a serum. But actually, my favorite thing to do is over a sheet
Sheet
mask.
mask. Me too.
Did you try that?
I'm obsessed with it.
Wasn't that
And
heavenly?
it was so awesome. And like I said, like I've been having that retinol, almost like a sensitivity to retinol on the side of my face. Like if you look close, you can see where the skin was peeling.
I
And
have
the
that on my neck. It's starting to go away now, but
oof,
I had it all down here. It's weird. I've never had that before.
I haven't had it in a long time. I don't know if I overdid it or just the timing, the stress, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Twilight mask plus the wand
I
was like,
know. I
it
know.
literally, my face was like, I'm so happy right now. And then I
Yeah.
took it off. And when I removed the mask, I also used the wand to further push in the serum that's on the mask. And I
Yeah.
used it on my neck. And it was like the next day I woke up and my face felt and it looked so much better. Like I
Yeah.
didn't have the peely, parched, like, oof, this person's skin is really in dire need.
Yeah. I think the first time that I used this over a sheet mask, my skin was just like, oh my God, thank you. Um, because my face does get puffy very easily, like it reacts to everything like that. And doing that on a particularly puffy day when you're giving
Hmm.
yourself a facial, you just feel like you look so. I did it on one side of my face the other day, and it was like one side was like this, and one side was like,
Yeah, it's amazing. And also I noticed because a girlfriend asked me this over the weekend. She's like, I get the one breakout. Her skin is amazing, but she gets that one breakout once a month.
mm-hmm.
And I was thinking back to the facial and the cryotherapy. We use it sometimes on people who don't have acne. They're
Yeah.
not acne prone, but they get that one
Yeah.
cyst or that one breakout that's hormonal. This is the perfect thing for that
That's
because
a
it's
great
like
idea. Yeah.
you can put it on and it just takes the inflammation. It mimics the cryotherapy from the facial.
Yeah. That's such a great idea. I didn't even think of that, but it's perfect for cysts.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to be gentle and place it gently on a cyst, and it will bring down inflammation dramatically.
Hmm.
So the cold setting is really um, to make it's invigorating, obviously, but it's not so cold that it's going to chap the skin.
Yeah.
And basically, it's just meant to cool down the heat in your face, make you feel like you're more contoured, less puffy, all of those
Hmm.
things. And I think that you'll look glowier, you'll find when you use it. Um, so the last setting is cold plus massage, which I usually do either once my sheet mask comes off or just with a serum on my face.
Hmm.
Someone asked if it's good for rosacea. I think it would be awesome for somebody with rosacea. I mean,
Me
it's not
too.
a medical device and it's not meant to like cure anything.
No.
Um, but I think it would be amazing for rosacea because we use cryotherapy in the salon on rosacea clients. In fact,
Hmm.
I have one uh, client who is an actress who was nominated for Oscars 2 years in a row, and she has really bad rosacea. And I did cryotherapy both mornings, both Oscar mornings.
Oh, good.
And her makeup artist called me and was like, that was amazing. I've never seen her skin look so good. So I think any kind of cooling technology for rosacea is always a plus. But this with the massage, you know, again, you want to do in to out so that you can mimic that esthetician type massage
Hmm.
and really work on like depuffing the face and, you know, making it look like you have more contouring in the face, which is what everybody wants.
Hmm.
And you don't want to have to like, you know, you want to achieve that naturally. If you did this even every morning, it's really like the program is quite fast to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. How long do you think it takes you? Like maybe 3 minutes to
I
do
was
the
thinking 3 to 5 max, 5 minutes
Yeah.
max. Yeah.
The cool thing is you can use the cold setting under the eyes, the
I,
cold plus massage if you get puffy eyes or you wake up and, you know, you had like, I have one actress client who always jokes that the night before the Oscars, her husband always wants to go out for sushi. And so she feels like she wakes up in the morning and her whole face is so
like
puffy.
puppy. Yeah. Oh,
So, you know, that around the eyes, like if you've had too much salt or too much
I,
alcohol or
yeah. And
anything like that.
I was thinking, Joanna, like as soon as we can travel again, this is gonna go with me everywhere, like on a plane, because I
Mm.
know, like for me, for example, if I'm on an overnight flight, I always wake up the next day wherever I am, and it's like my face has taken the water that should be in my body and put it into my face.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this, and I was like, this would be amazing. Plus, since I got it, I haven't even charged it. The charge holds forever.
Yeah.
Like the charge holds a really long time on this.
Yeah.
So I love it for travel
I
because,
know. It's
especially if you
gonna
have to see people.
it's gonna be good because sometimes I feel like I know when you and your husband go visit his family, how long of a plane ride is that to go
12,
home?
it's 12 hours.
Okay, 12-hour flight. 12 hours is pretty gnarly for anybody. It's bad for your legs, it's bad for your face.
Yeah.
But you get off a plane and you don't want to look like, oh, what happened to Sarah?
Yeah.
She used to be so pretty.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in 6 months or a year. Oh, here I
Yeah.
am. Don't mind my puffy face. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
A lot of times, especially lately, when I fly to California, I'll get off the flight and I'll go quickly home, drop my bags off, and I have to go straight to the salon for a facial, and I just don't like looking like crazy.
Yeah.
So this will be great. So this comes with a USB charger, which is awesome. So you can charge it very easily, but it does hold charge for a very long time,
Hmm.
which is nice. So if you forget it, it's not like a huge tragedy.
Yeah, it's true.
Um, so like I would say, what would you recommend in terms of like best use? I personally, just because I'm extra and I'm also older than all of you guys, I like to do it in the mornings, like as a part of my routine. But what would you say you would do it for you?
I mean, I love like a little, I like it if I'm quick, I want to do it as part of my routine too in the morning, but
Yeah.
I like a little mini treatment, which was what I was telling my girlfriends over the weekend. Like I like to have once a week or twice a week that moment of like 10 minutes, 15 minutes for me. So I like to put the exfoliating mask on, use both settings on the heat,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then take the exfoliating mask on, put the sheet mask on,
Mm-hmm.
finish with the cold, finish with take the sheet mask off, and then finish with the cold with the vibration. And that's like my mini me moment
Yeah.
of like saving my skin. I did a treatment. I feel better. Um, that's how I would use it. I would also use it every day underneath my eyes on the cold setting. And if I have a breakout, I'll use it every single night because I tend to get cystic acne around here.
Yeah.
I haven't had a flare up, thank goodness, for a long time, but I would use it for that.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, I think like using it to kind of like address the cyst in a
Hmm.
way that's safe and that would really give you a good result is a great idea. And then like once or twice a week, like Sarah said, like having that moment at home where you're really just doing, at home facials don't need to take very long.
Mm-mm. And I'm not trying to, like we said, I'm not trying to replace the facial that I'm dying to have. I'm
Yeah,
really super excited to go back and get a real facial.
yeah,
But I know even I'm an esthetician and I see my skin right now and I'm like, it still needs some love. Like it needs a little extra love.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's, I think moving forward, I think people are taking better care of themselves.
Me too.
And I think that, while maybe we're not wearing makeup as much and we're not doing that whole thing, um, I think it's nice that people have been focusing on, their skincare routine and trying to like really make something nice for themselves with 10 minutes here or there.
Yeah. And I've heard from several clients that there's like an interesting kind of shift right now of people wanting to do natural treatments and they also want to do treatments at home. So this fits so nicely into that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've been all forced to sort of like examine our lives and see what's necessary and what isn't necessary. And
Hmm.
while for me, as a skincare fan myself, I personally can't wait to get back and have you and everybody um, working on me again and
Me
and
too.
having that care that your best friend esthetician can give you.
Yeah,
But I think in the interim, um, using something to enhance what you do for yourself at home is only going to make you feel better about yourself, and that's always my goal. I know that Sarah, um, thank you. Hoda is wonderful.
yeah, she's amazing.
um, I know that Sarah and I both think the same that anybody can have great skin.
Hmm.
It's all what your routine is and how you manage yourself and manage your expectations within that. Um, and forgive yourself for what you haven't done well and just work on how you can do things better.
It's
That's
so
all.
true. It's so true. Joanna, someone's asking how to clean the wand.
So, I would recommend, I would not spray this with alcohol
Mm-mm.
just because it's not meant to be immersed or wet. But what I would do is I would spray perhaps like a cotton ball and just clean it that way so that you keep the surface nice and clean. I wouldn't submerge this in water. Definitely don't take it into the shower because of the um, massage settings and the fact that it goes hot and cold. It has a fan in here, so you can't, this cannot go in water.
Mm-mm.
Sarah, somebody is asking, what's the difference between the rescue serum, the daily serum, and the rejuvenating serum?
Mm.
So you pick one, and I'll pick one, and then we'll do the last one together.
What was it? Daily, Rescue, and Rejuve?
Rejuve, yeah.
Okay, I'll do Rejuve. It's
Okay.
my, it's my love. So the Rejuve is our oil. It's Joanna's oil from her line. It's jojoba, neroli, argan, and rosehip, and it's so awesome because it's an oil without being heavy. It's good for many skin types. It's good for, we say anti-aging, but I still kind of always hate that word, whatever.
Yeah.
So it keeps moisture in the skin. It helps to plump up the skin without being heavy. It goes on, I mean, I love rejuvenating oil so, so, so much.
Yeah.
What did I miss about it? Did I miss something?
Um, it's full of antioxidants.
Antioxidants, yeah.
So like you could wear it in the day if you wanted to protect against cell mutation from the sun. And because of the jojoba oil, you really almost anybody can use it because jojoba oil,
Hmm.
balances out your own sebum production. So it's just a handy little product that feels really good. You could use it in the eye area.
Hmm.
Um,
Nice.
it's anti-aging because of the antioxidants. That's what makes it sort of considered an anti-aging serum. The daily serum, so the rejuvenating serum rather can be used night or day. If
Hmm.
you have young skin, oily skin, or whatever, you could use it as your nighttime serum. I use it during the day underneath my makeup just because I'm obsessed with it too.
Me too. And it works so nice to like contour naturally.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
perfect.
And
So,
it gives you like a nice glowy finish, which I
hmm,
like. I like my skin to look dewy and glowy.
me too.
I go for the glazed donut look to my skin.
That's a new title.
Yeah. Um, so the daily serum was the first product I ever made. It's the green juice for the skin. It's got
Hmm.
chlorophyll, oatgrass juice, hyaluronic acid. So
Love
it's
it.
really meant to be a light formula. It's a gel. It is for all skin types. So acne, oily. It's kind of like imagine a vitamin infusion for your skin. It's kind of like taking a multivitamin every day.
Hmm.
Um, it it oxygenates via all the greens. It gives you just that glow without having a heavy product on your face. And it's a great first product to put on. So it would be the first step in your routine. And you could put the Rejuve on top, which is what I do. So it could be used night or day. Men use it. It doesn't get in your eyes if you go to the gym and sweat.
Hmm.
So that's super handy. And then we have the Rescue Serum, which is pure vitamin C.
Hmm.
Vitamin C, its function in skincare is really to protect against sun damage. It really fortifies the skin. It serves as an anti-inflammatory, as the concept of that ingredient. That's why you see vitamin C so much in product. I like it because, again, it can be used whether you have oily skin, dry skin, dehydrated skin. It's good for all skin types. And it's great because if you use antioxidants underneath your sunscreen, it's going to boost the efficacy of that
Hmm.
sunscreen.
And our vitamin C from the skin line, from the JB Skincare line, is it's encapsulated in oil, so it doesn't oxidize as quickly like a water-based vitamin C that we see turning brown often on shelves.
Yeah.
So I love that product for that reason.
Yeah, it's really handy. It's what I use. a lot of times during award season the entire time because it's light, even though it's an oil. And it can be used no matter how stressed and awful the routine of the person is that I'm working on. You can use that and it kind of works for everybody. And
Yeah.
it achieves glow factor 10
Yeah.
without like putting a lot of product on someone's face and risking a breakout.
So true. Um, Joanna said, somebody said, I'm 51 and I have no idea what to do with aging skin.
Okay. Um, so I mean, I think I'm turning 50 this summer, so we're the same age.
Yay.
um, I think the thing that you want to focus on if you're not doing anything at all is really to incorporate good serums into your routine. I personally, step one would be to incorporate a retinol as a nighttime serum into your routine because retinols give more bang for your buck in terms
Mhm.
of like cell turnover, collagen production. There are thousands of studies on retinol. That's why you see it so much in everybody's lines, and ours is called the Supernova Serum. It's meant to be used at night. You can use it around the eye area. Um, Most dermatologists would tell you it doesn't necessarily make you more sensitive to the sun, like you could use it in summertime, but you need to use sunscreen at all times when you're using retinol. But if you're worried about aging or having great skin, you must be using sunscreen at all times, even
Mhm.
in winter, even sitting in the house right now. I'm wearing sunscreen.
Me too.
So that would be one vital thing is getting a retinol going on in your routine. What would you pick as like the next vital uh, into somebody's new foray into having great skin at 51 years old?
I mean, I love vitamin C. I love
Mm-hmm.
oils, but I also vitamin C. I would go back to the rescue serum. Just because vitamin C,
Yeah,
it keeps the skin elasticity really strong. It, like you said, it boosts the antioxidant power of your SPF. It's just like one of these things that's been studied over and over again, like
yeah,
retinol, and it
yeah,
just it houses this power punch for your skin in
yeah.
one simple step.
I think that's smart. I would use a retinol at night, and then I would use a vitamin C during the day
Hmm.
underneath sunscreen. Um, those would be like kind of the top two picks. If we could go two steps in, I would say I would get a great cleanser, something
Hmm.
that gently exfoliates, like the vitamin C face wash, and I would do an exfoliating product like the exfoliating mask if you were going to do four. So if we had to pick two, one, it would be retinol. Two
To
products would be
vitamin
retinol
C.
and the vitamin C. Four products, we would incorporate a good cleanser and a good exfoliant.
Hmm.
And and then I would, dip my toe into at-home facials with like a sheet mask situation.
Hmm.
Like Sarah mentioned, the Twilight mask, which is epidermal growth factor. That one is so healing. We use it after, um, microneedling with radio frequency. We stamp needles into the skin to remodel collagen, and we throw that on top and then do cryotherapy over. So I would dip my toe into the sheet mask situation.
Hmm. Me
Um,
too.
and then if you really wanted to be a badass,
Get that.
yeah.
How, question for you, what are your thoughts? I feel like this question will come up of oil with this.
Um, I because it's not meant to be like it's not like microcurrent where you're trying to penetrate electricity into the
Hmm.
skin. It's really meant to be a topical device, right?
Hmm.
So the first time I used this over the rescue serum, which is an oil-based serum. I like it because it gives some slip onto the skin. I was doing the cold plus massage setting, which was setting number 4, and it was awesome with that.
Yeah,
Because it's not meant to be a penetrating, it's not a medical device, so I'm not doing anything with the skin cells or, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
exactly.
it's meant to be a topical agent for just massage and cooling down the surface of the skin so that it appears more contoured, less puffy, more glowy, all of those things. So I think it worked. It worked great for me. Did you try it over an oil?
That's the one thing I didn't do yet, but I was
Oh,
just,
because
it
you
came
did
to
sheet
my,
mask. You did
hmm
yeah.
but it came to my mind now, and I'm thinking oil, it should be safe. And then I thought microcurrent, okay, it's not the same line, different. So that's what came to my brain right now
Yeah, it's not giving you current for
at all.
anything. So it should be it's not it doesn't function like that. So it seemed totally fine and I looked depuffed. So and you know
Awesome.
I'm not a placebo type person. You
No.
need to actually do something to me.
Joanna, you're
I'm
like, has this been used for 50,000 people? Yeah. Better, safe.
yeah, I'm kind of extra just but it's like when we were learning the microneedling facial, you know, me and Elena and Valentina kept on like, revisiting it and restudying it and
Hmm.
re-practicing and everything because there was just no way to, it was, you want to feel like you have command over the technology that you're going to be delivering to clients.
It's
And
so true.
I don't know, like I always felt like that was never as serious. It wasn't taken as seriously training in places that I've worked as I wanted it to be. I always felt like I have to do it on a person now, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So you
I
want to be extra
remember,
ready.
yeah, I had a girlfriend who was an esthetician, who was working at like a laser place for like laser hair removal.
Hmm.
And she was trained for an hour on how to do it, and then she had to see clients. And she called me. She was like, I gotta go in there now. I have clients today. I don't know what I'm doing. And she burnt somebody
Hmm.
with it because you can when you don't know what you're doing. And it was fine, but it was one of those moments that's, you have moments in your career that stick with you that you're like, I don't want to forget this. If I ever have my own salon, I will not be like this because, and so we haven't, and we're just not like that. And I think it's for the better of our clients that we're not like that, you
I
know?
agree. And we're all not like that. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
as individuals, as professionals, and then as a salon, we're not like that.
exactly. Um, what other question I had? Oh, I had a client message me, can this be used on the body? Would you recommend it on the body for any reason?
So So when I was trained in lymphatic drainage for the face and neck, I have a very good girlfriend who's been trained in every discipline of lymphatic drainage because different countries have different ways of lymphatic drainage. Right
So
now, the most
cool.
popular one that we see on Instagram all the time is the Brazilian method.
Hmm.
However, lots of different countries. France has one. I was trained in the German, you know. Dr. Waters he was German, and there's just all different ways of doing it, right? So she's been trained on everything, and
Wow.
the way she has done my body is that same style that I was trained in for the face, and it is gentle. It is a gentle massage. So if you have the patience and you want to do it on the body, it's not going to be bad.
Exactly.
Um, I personally don't have time for that.
Neither.
I have other fish to fry. I gotta do, I gotta do homeschool and, you know, stuff.
Run businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because
but
someone,
if you're empowered and you want to do it, I mean, it does mimic that is what I'm trying to say. It is the same sensation. Um, I'm not claiming it does anything medical. I'm just saying that, like, if you want to do it, I don't think it'll be a bad thing for you. And I'm sure, that if my girlfriend who's trained up the wazoo in lymphatic drainage massage, she'd be like, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, it might
So,
take you an hour, but
yeah. Yeah, I would fall asleep.
I know.
It's Sarah knows it's hard to get me pinned down for even when the girls are training. I want it. I want to do body treatments.
It's true.
but it's really hard to have the time to do it. So I try to focus on my face. At least I got that going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anybody have any other questions about the Magic Glow Wand or how it works? It's available on the website right now, which I'm really excited about. So it is
Me
shipping out.
too.
Um, there are 4 settings, like we said, and on Wednesday, I am going to do a live with Sora, who's one of the master estheticians in California. And she texted me this morning that she couldn't wait for us to do our live and that she's been doing the Magic Glow on night and day.
So maybe she has been doing it on the body. We'll find out.
We tune in on Wednesday. You know, if I called her right now, she's like, "What?
What are you
doing?"
Nothing. We love you, Sora.
We do love you, Sora. You know that. I'm just teasing. Sora's like the exercise goddess.
Yeah, she is.
Marcella said, I miss going to your spa so much. I'm getting the wand right now. Thank you so much, Marcella. We miss being there so much, more than you can imagine.
Yeah, it's true.
And, you know, we're already planning on how to reopen and best practices for reopen. Sora and I discussed it the other day together on the phone, and we're kind of, you know, we're planning on reopening as soon as it's safe and as soon as the governor says we can. And we're going to make it great for you. And that I have no doubt about.
Yeah.
I know. I miss the treatment room so much. So do I. I can't wait. I don't know if we'll be able to hug everybody when we see each other again, but we'll be giving lots of air hugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Sarah,
thank you guys
so much for hanging out with me. I miss you.
I miss you.
And stay safe, everybody. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Things are going really well. It's working, all this social distancing, and that's the good news. So we just have to focus on that. And yeah.
And we'll see you
on
soon.
Wednesday. Sarah and I will be back soon. And